before I get to the jokes, before I get to my main stuff, there's something I just wanted to share with all of you. August 25th, 2017. 2017 has been an incredible year for me. I've been able to find much of the serenity that has eluded me much of my life. My job is more fulfilling than it has ever been. I have also been on a gluten-free vegan diet and I've lost over 50 pounds. For the first time in my life, my weight is no longer a dangerous health concern. If anyone recognizes those words, I found your journal, so please come see me after the show tonight and I will return it. Welcome to Cozzy's Comedy Club. My name is Michael Malkin. If you guys didn't know, Cozzy's is the longest running comedy venue in the state of Virginia. We have two really amazing comedians for you tonight, and I'm here as well, so you guys are in for a real treat. I've been doing stand-up for about 6 months. This is actually my first time hosting on a weekend, and my long-term goal is I want to do comedy professionally. Like, I want that to be my job. And I have some people in my life who say, don't put that much pressure on yourself, just do it for fun, like do it as a hobby and you'll see what happens. And those are the nice ones because most of them just tell me to quit, so I appreciate that. But yeah, 2017, the person whose journal that is having a much better one than I am. It's been a pretty tough year for me. I had two goals this year. I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to start reading more. And I've been trying to read Eat, Pray, Love, but I can only ever get through the first third of it. It's really difficult for me. I first started thinking I needed to lose weight about 6 months ago when I went to Walmart and they offered me a scooter. That was kind of a tip that maybe I should head in that direction. And then I really knew it last week when I accepted one. I jumped right into that scooter and I rode right over to the health and fitness section. I bought some dumbbells and started working out right away. It's hard to start working out if you're already overweight. It's like really difficult. So I bought this Apple Watch because it's supposed to like track your steps and track how much you're exercising and stuff like that. But whenever I start running, mine alerts the organ donation people. So it just makes it hard. Whenever I go to the gym, I always have to look over my shoulder for a guy with a cooler full of ice, and it kind of makes working out a little bit more difficult. My wife, I've been married for 11 years. My beautiful wife is here tonight. She's worth more than that, come on. She wanted to go on vacation. She said, I want to go somewhere secluded. I want to go somewhere private where no one ever goes. So I took her to the health and fitness section at Walmart. It's really delightful. Usually if people mock me, it's for one of two reasons. It's either because of my weight or because I'm really into professional wrestling. It's really tough because people always tell me the same thing. I have my best friend Josh. He always tells me the same thing whenever I invite him over to watch professional wrestling. He says, that's fake, right? It just pisses me off because people don't do that for any other form of entertainment. So I decided I was going to do that to him for an entire week. So he's like, hey man, you want to come see the new Spider-Man movie with me? I was like, that's fake, right? It's like, you want to come over to my house and watch NCIS? I was like, that's fake, right? He's like, my girl and me hooked up last night. She had an amazing orgasm.
Right behind you.
My wife and I, though, we've been trying to kind of spice things up in the bedroom a little bit. Yeah, I know. So she recently read 50 Shades of Grey, and she came to me and she said, I want to get hit, I want to be tied up, I want to be demeaned. And I told her I wasn't really into that, so I bought her a ticket on United. I figured that was the best way to make it happen for her. United, they've been getting a lot of bad press, but I think this is the rare time where even the bad press doesn't really fully capture just how horrible United is. Like, if you've ever flown United, like, they're always late, they're always overbooking the flight, they're always losing your luggage, and even the food on United is really terrible. Like, do you know what kind of pizza they serve on United? Plain. It's not really plain though, because they do serve it with a side of crushed red pepper flakes and just a sprinkling of customers' tears. It's really good. The craziest thing about that whole incident is that the guy they pulled off the plane was a doctor. He was a doctor. It's unbelievable because they rely on like passenger doctors for their medical care. If someone had gotten sick on that flight or if someone had required medical attention, there would have been no one to help them and they probably would have died. I hear the incident was the inspiration for Trump Care. The funniest thing about that whole situation to me is that flight was en route back to Africa. Africa. Bum, 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 bum. Someone once asked me, is Africa by Toto a country song? And I said, no, it's a continent song. That song helped me out recently though because I was on a job interview. And they say that whenever you're on a job interview, the number one thing you should do is you should always agree with the interviewer. So if the interviewer's like, my favorite color is blue, like, me too, I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. If he's like, you seem stupid to me, you should be like, yes, I'm an absolute moron. You're right. I'll listen to anything you tell me. It's going to be great. And so I was on this job interview, and the interviewer said to me, I spent most of my formative years on the African savannah. And I said, I travel to Africa all the time. I tour there annually. And in that moment, I realized I was caught in a horrible lie because I've never been to Africa, not even one time. So I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, gosh, what can I tell this guy? And I was like, I know. I blessed the rains down in Africa. And I got the job. This guy was really impressed. He was like, normally they don't just teach anybody those rain dances. Like, you must really be in with your local community. And everything was going great. I had the job for about 2 weeks. And then I was in the office with my boss, and all of a sudden I heard on the radio, bum, 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 bum. And the chorus came on, and that was my last day on the job. I've been out of work for a couple of weeks, but I think I have a good chance at my next interview because the name of the hiring manager is Rosanna. That joke was for like really deep cut Toto fans. I'm glad there's some of you in the house. Some of you in the house tonight. I've tested it about 4.3% of people laugh at that joke, so it's good. This is a good crowd here tonight. Is everybody having fun so far? Yeah? Everyone's having a good time?
You guys good?
All right. So we have two really amazing comedians. It's really exciting for me to introduce your featured performer. As you guys know, sometimes things are subject to change. We don't always get the people who are listed up on the marquee. So Seen on TBS is not here tonight. We really wanted Seen on TBS. But we do have a really amazing featured performer in his stead. This next comic, he grew up watching Marx Brothers movies and Mystery Science Theater, which are also two of my favorite things. He's a regular at the world-famous Comedy Addict and has appeared on Fox TV, The Bob and Tom Show, the Limestone Comedy Festival, Cape Fear Comedy Festival, the Cincinnati Brouhaha, and is a writer for The Hard Times. Please give a warm welcome to David Britton. David Britton, everybody, one more big round of applause. Amazing set. One more big round of applause for my beautiful wife. I keep going there because I'm kind of in the doghouse with her right now, because last week I drove up to IKEA and spent $2,200 without telling her. Those Swedish meatballs are really good. We had a fight earlier today, though. We had a pretty bad fight because we were eating some pizza, and she's like, "This is delicious. Where'd you get this delivered from?" And I was like, "I have to tell you something. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno." And she looked at me and she said, "What else are you lying to me about?" And she was right, though. She was right, though, because I also switched out her regular coffee with Folgers Crystals. She found a way to get back at me, though. She found a way to get back at me. She replaced my regular butter with I can't believe it's not butter. And she fucked Fabio. So she got me double. You have to cut, that's a really deep cut because you gotta remember that Fabio was in the I can't believe it's not butter commercials. All right. Is everybody ready for your headliner for the evening? Yeah, a little bit more energy than that. He's surely gonna be funnier than my wife. I should have quit while I was ahead. He was a finalist at the Laughing Soul Comedy Festival and the funniest person in Cincinnati contest, and won the funniest person in Lexington. He has been featured on the WGN Network and TBS.com, and was a 2014 headliner of the Limestone Comedy Festival. His first CD, Never Coming Back, premiered at the top of the charts on iTunes. He recently made his television stand-up comedy debut on Fuse Network's Uproarious. He also spent some time recently in Japan entertaining our troops. Ladies and gentlemen, incredibly warm welcome for Ben Moore. One more time as well for David Britton. Big round of applause for David Britton. And a milder round of applause for me, because I'm up here. Just want to make some quick announcements. I saw the waitstaff coming around dropping the checks. Just remember, 20% for tip, that's like the floor. You can go higher than that if you want to. They do an amazing job. They've been running around, take care of you, as well as our bar staff, so great job by them. Some upcoming events. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we're going to run this back. So David and Ben will be back. I'll be back. You might ask, why would I pay for this twice? And I would ask, why would you pay for this once? So I mean, you might as well go for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's only $13, so come on out. Sunday night is Sunday Funnies, and some of the best regional comedians come out. Holly Owens hosts it. She is lovely, talented, and incredibly funny. You should come out for that. Not only is there no cover, it's $1 tacos, $1 tacos, and you get a ticket for the following weekend's headliner, which next weekend it's John Poveromo, who I do not know, but I'm sure he's funny if he's performing here. Every Thursday night, we have open mic here. That's kind of where I got my start. So I do most of my comedy here at Cozzy, but anyone can get up here. Anyone at all can get up here and do some comedy and have a good time. I hope you guys all had a good time tonight. Have a good night. We'll see y'all soon.